All right, guys, today we're here to take a look at the DJI Pocket 2. Now, I'm excited for this camera because I don't think I've mentioned this on the channel before, but the whole entire time I've been recording my intros to my videos and my reviews and stuff, for the most part, I've been using my Samsung Galaxy S20 with the built-in microphone. And before that, I was using an iPhone, and the quality is good, but it doesn't leave a lot of room for better quality videos. So what I decided to do is I got a DJI Pocket 2. This is going to make my workflow better for the videos I do for my job, and also going to let me do some creative content on here for the channel. And as you guys can see, I already have the wireless microphone here sitting on top of me, so you're already hearing the benefits of having the audio, which you guys should notice if you watch all my other intros to all my other content, how much better the audio quality is now as opposed to before. But also, of course, the 4K resolution that we're now recording in. And not only is it in 4K, but you should still notice a better quality video regardless of if it was in 4K or 1080p, just because of the clarity of the video. And that is due to the DJI Pocket 2 that we're using to record this. And I'm excited to use this in all my future videos for all my reviews and intros, and using this wireless microphone wherever it makes sense to bring that quality to all my future content. So we'll see how it actually does, though. We need to see how good this recording actually is, because obviously I haven't seen the footage yet, and see how good the wireless microphone quality is going to be. We'll put it through its paces. We'll take a look at the camera and take a quick look on all the different features on the front of it and on the actual screen that it has on it. And then we'll do some 4K tests outside, see how good the pictures are in the 64 megapixels that it has, and see what it's going to bring for the future of the channel. So let's go ahead and take a look.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech, going for a recce is the gaming tech, gaming techie is the gaming tech, gaming techie.
Here's an in-depth look on the camera itself. You can see here, this is the front of the actual case here, and this is the power button here on the side, and then this is the front of your unit. And like I said, I have the all-in-one handle, the do-it-all handle that's sitting here. What it comes with regularly is just a bottom piece that kind of goes up to here, which is what I was on it before, and I took that off. So this do-it-all handle is really fantastic with all the features that it gives you with the wireless microphone that it lets you use, that it comes with, and then a built-in speaker here at the bottom, so you can play back your videos right from the screen and actually have a speaker, because there also wouldn't be a speaker on here. And then being able to wirelessly transfer your photos back and forth is really nice as well. Coming up to the top, this is the record button, this is the function button, and this little piece right here actually slides off. And what you have here is the actual little controller module. So there's a couple of things you can put in here. It comes with just blank. You could put this in here and slide it in here, and it kind of just keeps it protected if you don't want to use anything. But what you can also do and put in there is this control stick. And this control stick here is definitely awesome. I don't think I'll ever take this off. Basically what it lets you do is on the control stick, when you're zooming in and out of a picture or a video, or when you're adjusting the tilt. Now when it comes to this analog stick, this is something I'm always going to be using for sure. And what's fantastic about this is when you're zooming in on a video or something like that, you can use the control stick to move up and down. Or if you're zooming in, to go closer in and out, or you can use it to move up and down the gimbal of the camera, so you can move it up and down right with this control stick instead of relying on touching the screen or anything like that. And then this as well cycles through the different options while you're recording. So for example, if you want to cycle through the follow mode or the FPV mode and stuff like that, you can do it right here with this button really easily. Now, if we power the unit on, hold it for 2 seconds, and it's ready to go in 2 seconds, and you're ready to record, as you guys can see here. Now I'm bringing it up a little closer so you guys can see the screen. You can see 4K 60 and the amount of memory I have left in my SD card slot there, and then it shows the battery life. And then you can just press the record button right here if I want to. Like I said, you could use this to tilt the camera up and down. So you can see that it's tilting the camera up and down with the control stick. You could use it for zooming in as well. If you double tap this, this will now become a zoom in function. And then if you double tap it back, then it goes back to becoming a tilt function instead. And like I said, if you're using this button when you're recording, you can also just tilt lock, FPV, or follow mode. Follow mode is probably what you're going to be using the most. That's where most people are going to be using when they're capturing most of their content that they have. So that's probably what most of us are going to be using. And then here on the side is just the micro SD card slot here on the side. And then here on the bottom is how you connect it to the tripod that it comes with. So that's fantastic to be able to put it up on the tripod really easily. And yeah, If you go through the screen here, if you scroll from the top, you got your settings that you can scroll through. You can change the quality. You can go to pro mode, the wireless microphone, all those different settings. And then if you just swipe up, it goes away. Swiping from this side gives you some options for what you're doing currently. So if I go into video, you can change it to, the 4K 16:9 and change the FPS. If you scroll up through here, you got some more options. This will recenter the gimbal if you want to recenter it. This will flip the camera around really quickly, so it will flip it down towards me, as you can see. If we do that, and then if we flip it back, it goes right to the front again. So you've got some options there. Scrolling through this way to the left there is how you actually get your recordings that you've recorded before. So you can go through your recordings, favorite them, delete them, or whatever you need to do with them. Now there is a different way that you can use this if you want to. You could connect it to your phone. There is this piece that comes off, so you can disconnect this piece. And if I use one of the other pieces that it comes with a lightning cable and a USB-C, so this piece comes out instead. And then what you do is you plug this in like this. And now you have this plugged in. And now this smartphone is connected just like that. And now you can actually connect your smartphone right to the side of this. And now instead of using this as a viewfinder, it will turn off. And then your phone, your big phone screen will actually sit on the side. And then you can manipulate all the settings I was talking about in an easier to use interface, because obviously the screen is bigger and you'll be able to hear your videos. And manipulate all the settings and obviously see the camera view, based on the size of your phone. So really, really cool stuff that you can do that. But having said that, if you don't want to connect your phone to the side, when you have this doing it all in one handle that I was talking about, instead of using that little stick to go in there, you can just leave the control stick that I like to leave in there as usual, basically at all times. So if I put this back, now I have that stick back on there again. And all you need to do, since I have the do it all handle, is you go onto your phone, you open up the DJI app, and you can actually just wirelessly connect to this thing, and you'll get the exact same experience as if you connected it like this. So you can wirelessly do it, and it will connect right to this thing with no internet connection or anything. It just goes right to this. Then you can see the viewfinder and manipulate settings on a larger screen and stuff. So really, really cool stuff with this. I'm really impressed with this, with the quality of the video and the quality of the content that I'm able to produce from here, and all these different functions that you have here. We didn't even go through all the different video settings that it has, but it has photo, video, slow-mo, and time-lapse. And time-lapse has motion lapse that you can see here, hyperlapse, and time-lapse. So yeah, a lot of different settings for sure that you can manipulate here through, if you want to go through here and take a panoramic view as well. So like I said, a bunch of different features for you guys to take a look at here in the video with this thing, and it's really, really solid. But let's go ahead and go outside now, and let's actually take a look at some 4K footage and see what that looks like. All right, guys, so here we are outside right now. I'm still using the microphone, and we are now outside. It's a little bit windy, but it's not too bad. And just wanted to show you guys what it would look like. So this is me turning the gimbal around, talking to you guys like this, just so you guys can hear the quality of the actual wireless microphone that it comes built in with, and also what the camera quality is like up close. I'm going to switch it around here to give you guys a view of this area that we're in, so we can see what that looks like here. And what's really cool about this thing too is it actually has an automatic follow mode. So you can see here, as I move, I'm not moving the camera in any way. I'm just walking and it just keeps following me. So I'm always in frame and always centered, which I really, really like. Really makes it easy to keep people in focus and not have to worry about if you're always in the center frame, which is really cool. So let's go ahead now and switch it so you guys can get a view of here to the front. And here we are outside. Let's take off the follow mode since there's nobody actually there. So now we're in FPV mode, so I can use the control stick now to kind of move this wherever I want it to go. So I can kind of move it all the way to the right. Really makes it easy to get some really cool shots in here. And with the microphone, and this does have a built-in microphone, so I don't have to use the wireless microphone that you guys see me wearing on my shirt. I could just use the other microphone if I wanted that's built in. It has 4 built-in microphones, so I'll show you guys what that is like, what the sound quality is like in a second, so you can compare the wireless mic and this one. But yeah, here's a view of the outside. So that is the quality of what we can expect in 4K footage here with this camera. Now let's go ahead and switch to the, let me turn it back around here. Flip it back towards me. We're not going to take this microphone that I'm wearing on my shirt. I am going to power it off. So the microphone is now disconnected. So now we are using the built-in microphones of the actual unit here. So you can hear, this is me talking face forward with it. So you can hear what that quality is like. I'm holding it out like a regular stick would be. So like a few inches away from me. And that's what it would look like, or that's what it would sound like if we're not using the nicer microphone that it comes here, so you guys can tell what that quality difference is like. And then if I switch it back forward, this is what it looks like in the front. So you can hear what it would be like if you're actually pointing it forward and then talking. Like I said, it has 4 built-in microphones, 1 right in the front, 2 on the side, and 1 on the other side as well. So it's capturing audio from all different directions. So even on the front, the sides, and the front where you're talking from, it's going to capture my voice really easily. Has 2 microphones, 1 on the left, 1 on the right, and 1 on the front with the camera. So audio should be captured from anywhere, regardless. But this built-in microphone is definitely better when it comes to capturing audio, if you want to capture audio from everywhere. So if you want to capture audio from everywhere and not just me talking directly, then obviously it's better to use the built-in microphones, because then it captures audio from all around you. But if you're the one who's doing a vlog, or you're the one talking, or someone right next to you, then this microphone is going to be better for you, because it's going to provide the better sound quality. But if you want to be able to capture more of a 360 audio, then the built-in one may make more sense in that case. So that's some 4K footage, some 4K tests of what that's going to be like. So let's go ahead and back inside, and let's talk more about this camera. I wanted to show you guys what you guys can expect when you start filming in at nighttime, to see what the quality is like at night. We flip this around here. This is basically, it's not completely dark, but it's dusk time here. So you can see the sun going down there with the light in the background, how that all looks like. Give you guys a little bit of an idea of what it's like to film kind of when it's much darker out, like I said, getting into dusk time, and give you guys an idea of what that all looks like. Okay guys, so that was some 4K footage and some tests, so you guys can see what the picture quality was like and what the 4K footage was like. As you guys can see, I'm really happy with the creator combo for the Pocket 2. I think it's going to bring better audio quality, as you guys are hearing right now again, to the actual channel, to my future videos. And it's also going to let me create better intros and like better intros from my videos that I usually do. I'll be doing them on this camera from here on out. And of course, my reviews at the end will be done through this camera. And as you guys can see, the quality of this ending of this video is much better than usually my endings and the intros of my other video. You know, I compared them back and forth. I was using the Samsung S20 before, and these board games behind me and stuff, even though they're not a big deal, you can actually read them really clearly now, and they have much better quality to them, even on 1080p on this camera compared to what I was shooting before. I think the quality looks a lot better. I got these 2 lights in front of me now that should add better lighting in here to make the quality of the camera even better. And then we got the wireless mic. So I think this will transform our content from here on out. Of course, when I do VR videos, it's still going to be, you know, in 1080p. I won't be able to do 4K videos unless if it's like tech unboxings and you know, Xbox and PS4, which are now going to be in 4K. Of course, I'll be able to do those. But when it comes to VR content, those has to be in 1080p. There's no other way to do those currently, probably for the foreseeable future. But everything else will be in 4K. So I think you guys will appreciate the audio quality, the quality of the videos. And even with those VR videos that I'll be doing, you know, the intros and the outros and the reviews for the games will all still be done with this camera and with this microphone. So you'll still see an improvement overall on all my videos across the channel. As far as what I think about this DJI Pocket 2 and if it's worth it, I think the creator combo is really worth it. This do-it-all handle is one of my most recommended things. If you guys don't get the creator combo, you need this thing. This thing lets you have a built-in speaker so you can play the videos right off the camera if you need to. It lets you wirelessly transfer photos and videos from the actual camera directly to your phone, so you don't need to use that dongle instead. You could just wirelessly transfer it. And it also lets you use this wireless microphone that I'm using right now, which wouldn't work without it. So that's definitely a must in my opinion. And I just love everything about this camera. You guys saw the outside footage, how great it actually looked outside. On the inside, I did need to add these 2 lights to make to not have it as noisy as it was. But once I added these 2 lights here, and now I have better lighting in here, it really transformed the actual video and how much better it looks now. And all the features that I have with the camera and stuff that are really going to make it easier to take videos. You know, it has panoramic view, it has a 4K 60 or 1080p 60, you know, whichever way I want to do it. Pictures can be 60 megapixels or ultra 64 megapixels if you want them to, which is what the pictures were that I took. There were 64 megapixels. So that's fantastic. And then you can do panoramic shots, you can do time-lapse videos. So a lot of great features with it, but the gimbal is what really sells this apart compared to what you would get out of just using a smartphone. The fact that you can control a gimbal with the analog control stick that I showed you guys there and get easier shots, and then you can just flip the camera in 2 seconds by pressing a button. It goes to you and back to the front. You know, it has the 4 microphones around it, so you can, you know, get that audio quality, or this wireless microphone if you're talking just yourself. You know, it has a lot of great features and a lot of great benefits on using it compared to something like using a smartphone like I was using before, or any of those built-in phones that we all walk around with microphones for video quality and stuff. So I'm really, really happy with this thing so far. You guys will be seeing me using this on the channel from here on out. If you guys notice a really good bump in quality on this video here, this video was 85% shot with this camera. With the exception of the overview, of course, of me filming the camera. When I showed you guys an overview of how it works, of course, that was shot with my phone because there's no option there. But everything else was filmed there, and everything was filmed with this quality of microphone. So hopefully you guys notice the improvements. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about the quality of the video and the quality of this microphone. And if you guys are excited for the future of this channel with the new combination of setup here. So if you guys have any questions about what we talked about here today with this, as always, leave it down below. If not, thank you guys for watching. Till next time.
Tech, gaming techie is the gaming tech, gaming techie, gaming tech. Eating brekkie is the gaming tech, going for a brekkie is the gaming